Corey and Joel back with you.
I'm Corey.
Joel here, and we have a movie review for everybody this week.
Yes,
on this YouTube thing.
You've never heard of this film before, I'm sure. It's not very popular.
Yeah.
It's very obscure.
It made, what did it make, $5-6 this past week?
Yeah, a couple dollars. That's right. We're talking about the big, huge, massive, biggest opening in the history of cinema, summer blockbuster, Batman: The Dark Knight.
There it is, The Dark Knight.
Cover up Joel's face, too.
Well, yeah, we could do that. We could put our faces here. Get in here, and then I'll be...
Let's get awful.
Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Don't kiss me again when we do that. That was
okay.
awful.
That was
Batman: The Dark Knight is out, and now this movie is getting universal praise. We both saw it.
Yeah.
And we haven't even talked about Dark Knight, really.
No.
So what did you think?
Well, spoiler alert.
Oh, you want to do any non-spoiler thing, or just spoil everything for everybody?
Oh, spoil away.
Spoil
That's
away.
What I say.
Have at it, my friend.
Spoiling.
Have at it, my portly partner.
Look, the movie's been out for a while. It made $200 billion. Everybody in America saw it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And half the rest of the world. So why not do a spoiler-intensive what actually happens in Dark Knight?
Fair enough.
Because everybody else has done reviews where they go, well, it's cute and the thing, and then I want to get into the basics.
He wants to get into the whole story. Go ahead, man.
Unlike almost every other... I am a film critic by trade. And unlike most of my critical brethren, I had some major problems with the Batman Dark Knight. How did you feel about the film?
I didn't have major problems with it. To me, I'll just describe my problem in a more specific way. Is I think the movie the third act is a bit of a problem because the movie resolves its tension at a certain point, it seems like. It builds tension
Heath Ledger,
for about 2/3 of it, about 100 minutes, is all about the Joker and Commissioner Gordon, and Commissioner Gordon is dead, or so you think. And Harvey Dent's trying to get the Joker, and he enlists the help of Batman. And all of those things tie up into a tiny little knot. You can spoil it more than me if you want. But once all that stuff is tied up, you feel like, wow, what a good movie. That was great. And then there's 40 minutes left where they introduce a new villain. And it sort of goes a little... not that the last third wasn't good. It just wasn't as good as the first 2/3.
This is symptomatic of something that I've been talking about for years. Every single movie that Hollywood puts out is too long by a good 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
And when you get a movie like Dark Knight, which is a sequel to Batman Begins, which is the sixth entry in the Batman series, which has made untold billions of dollars. So they get the license. It's Batman. It's freaking Batman. You can do what you want, right? But that means that they make a movie that's way too long, way overloaded, and you're absolutely right. Two-Face ruins the movie.
You're right. What they did is, it feels like they started the third Batman
right there,
right at the end of the second one. So it almost feels like it's a movie and half.
They spent an hour and a half setting up Harvey Dent.
I agree.
Who's really well played by Aaron Eckhart. Look, this is a movie filled with great performances. Sure. Everybody's really good in it. It's got terrific action sequences. It's got a really dark tone. But it's got dumb shit in it, too. Let's not...
dumb is, I think, in the eye of the beholder. It's a good movie. It's more of a cops and robbers movie than it is.
It is.
It's more of like The Untouchables.
It's a really good action
like
movie and not that great a Batman movie. And the main problem is that Batman's a dunce. That's my other big issue.
That's your problem?
Batman is supposed to be the world's greatest detective, right? Batman's a guy that's got an answer for everything. He can outsmart and outthink, and that's how he wins. The Joker routinely pulls a fast one on him, pulls the wool over his eyes.
The cops are always a step or two behind the bad guys in this movie across the board.
Well, the cops should be stupid. Batman should figure it out. And he doesn't at any point in the movie. He just lucks into beating the Joker. It's really, in the comic books, the Joker is crazy and chaotic, and that's how he's effective against Batman, because Batman has a logical progression that he does. But in this movie, Heath Ledger, who is undoubtedly brilliant, he's a terrific performer.
He's good in this movie. Really, he is good. And as much as he died...
Even though he talks like this.
I'm not saying he's good just because he died. He was actually really good, even if he were alive.
But
I would give him that credit.
In the comic books, the Joker is crazy. He does wild stuff. This Joker does wild stuff that you can predict is going to happen because he does exactly the opposite of what he says he's going to do.
I suppose that's an easy...
Give it to me!
I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it
And
to you.
then so Batman, this super genius detective, goes, golly, I wonder what he's going to do. I bet it's not going to be the thing that I'm sure I'm going to follow what he tells me. And then he does exactly the opposite of what he tells him. Okay, they tie up Aaron Eckhart and Maggie Gyllenhaal, who's a major upgrade over Katie Holmes.
Well, in the acting department. What about in the looks department? What do you say?
Well,
You're agreeing on that?
You
too?
know, I'm a Gyllenhaal fan.
You're in the Jill. Well,
I like them both. Although Katie's attractive.
it's a close call.
You know what it is? Tom Cruise has ruined her with
Rudy Katie
his
Holmes.
Scientology juice all over her. You know what I mean? I think about
I agree
I
with
think
you
about
on that.
Xenu, and I think about a volcano, and I think about being a 33rd level.
Maggie
Katie.
Gyllenhaal better than Katie Holmes.
Much better.
We'll leave it
She's
at that.
sexy. You know what's great about Maggie Gyllenhaal? She's the kind of girl who's kinky enough to date Batman. Right? You saw Secretary.
I saw Secretary.
Right? She's into a little leather. She's into a little bit of restriction.
She cuts herself.
Yeah. Ropes and stuff. I can see her being into Batman. Right?
Yeah. But she's
Okay.
more into this Harvey Dent in this movie anyway.
She's a better actress.
Okay, she's a better actress.
What they do, though, is that halfway through the movie, they blow her up. This is a spoiler-heavy review, by the way. Honey. If you're still watching after
Whoops!
spoilers and you didn't see the movie, they blow her up.
Sorry.
And what happens is the Joker goes, well, you can only save one of them. I have them tied up in these two locations, right?
You ruined the whole fucking
I know I did. Well, I said it was a spoiler-heavy review.
I know, but I was dancing.
Well, I'm
I was
telling you.
dancing around things.
This
I
is
was
not
tap dancing
Candyland.
around
This
things.
is spoiler-heavy.
And then you go in and you say that everybody's dead.
Look.
And Corey's going to let you in after this that the Tooth Fairy does not exist and that Santa Claus isn't real.
King Kong was 8 inches high. Okay, all right. It was a robot. It was anyway. Look, they blow her. Look, George Michael is gay. I don't know if
All
you know
right,
this.
now stop
I'm
with
ruining
that.
everything.
You can't defame people on YouTube.
Anyway.